a giveaway and nearly a breakaway. It came back to center. The late change had Stankoven coming in. Circles behind the net, left side, Hintz. He scores! Rope Hintz gets the first goal of the brand new season early here in the second period. The setup from Stankoven, and it's 1-0 Dallas.
Logan Stankoven for a breakaway immediately, and then Stankoven with a great presence of mind. It was Hintz who came on the ice for Johnston, and he just made a beeline for the slot. It's always the most dangerous guy. Nobody picked him up. He walked in and beat Scott Wedgwood short side over the blocker and opens the scoring here tonight.
Back-to-back 30-plus, and he's got it again, charging in, hit the brakes on Lauzon, dropped it off, score by Robertson! The Stars go back-to-back. Hintz leaves for Robertson, and 2 goals in less than 20 seconds have Dallas up by a pair.
Bang, bang. This one's going to be on Lauzon, their hard-hitting rear guard, who ends up turning it over at the offensive blue line. And although he hustled to get back, he and his partner both sort of flew through the coverage rather than putting on the brakes and handling first Hintz and then obviously the trailer. They're allowed time and space, and it's what everybody tries to take away in this league. What a great little delay play to hit Robertson. And yeah, who needs training camp? He's never going to go to training camp again, I don't think. Or maybe it'll be every second year.
Is Logan Stankoven assisting on both goals so far. It's Duchesne for Stankoven. Let it go through, and Marchment scores! Mason Marchment, a power play goal. Coming off his first career 20-plus goal season, restores the Stars' 2-goal advantage.
Every goaltender that goes to a new team worries about the other side that you played against in practice all the time, knowing perhaps a weakness, and they know you as good as anybody. They go against you every day. I don't know whether that caught a piece of a defender or not, but all 3 goals the Stars have scored here in the second period have been cookie jar under the soffit, up where the toxic liquids are kept.
With the pressure, Johnston took a quicker route, fed it back. Marchment shot was blocked, came back to him. He gloves it down and settles. Lundqvist, the fadeaway shot, got stopped by O'Reilly in the slot. Stars still hold the zone. Shot, Marchment, he scores! A low shot from the left wing circle. Got past Wedgwood. It is another 2-goal Mason Marchment game on an opening night performance in Nashville, and the Stars have their biggest lead of the night.
I'll be honest with you, I'm surprised that wasn't called icing. It looked like it should have been icing. There are a lot of other ones that look identical to that get blown down. They let it go, and it allowed Evgeny Dodonov to hustle down deep next to the net, and then from there nudge it into the slot, very similar to the Hintz goal earlier this period.
Strike right to him and close him down. He almost tallied.
3-on-3 for Dallas. Duchesne, his drop pass came back to him, and then he fanned on the feet across, still got to Marchment. Sagan shoots, he scores! Sagan opens the scoring this season at American Airlines Center.
Well, they dodge one at the other end. Their top line combined, sweet music. That pass probably shouldn't get to Duclair. He, on a severe angle, can't get there. And then the Islanders got staring at the Stars down deep. Sagan basically just dropped anchor in the high slot. Nobody peered around to find him, and Tyler stopped it, measured, and ripped it past the glove again of a screen.
Nice. Dallas quickly back in. Johnston, his shot blocked by Romanov. Kept alive. Ben, he scores! Jamie Benn has his first of season number 16, and he's doubled the Dallas lead.
What is this, 2013 or something? Well, the Islanders, for the umpteenth time this period, touch the puck, but their puck security has been rancid, and it's costly this time. Palmieri has it for a second. Siplikov has it. Almost like a wide receiver running before they actually secure the ball. And Jamie with those syrupy hands, and what a release. Rattles that thing in on it.
Palmieri, he gave a tap to Lindell before he picked it up. Now the Stars at center. Seguin to the empty cage. The empty net goal for Tyler Seguin. His second of the game. And what looks to be the exclamation point on the home opener in Dallas.
Well, great dogged work in their own zone, and Tyler Seguin with a little panache picks a top corner for the empty netter, his second of the night. Good grunt work. Mason Marchment with a little flip forward. Seguin takes his time, almost went bar down with that. Knocks it out of midair, scampers up, and stakes the Stars to it. Training ground.
Yeah. It's like a study abroad program. Back door, they score! Steele camped out, took the feed. And the Stars' fourth line gets the game's first goal.
Man, they were instrumental in shutting things down in the third period here last night. They played terrific, and Blackwell down in the corner gets it. He had eyes for the back door. The Kraken D got all focused on where the puck was. Nobody had their head spinning around to find Steele. He goes to the back pipe, traps the puck, and then rams it through Grubauer. You know, when you're puck battle,
it's his first of this season, his second point. Stars right back to work, they score again! Wyatt Johnston! Bang, bang! 13 seconds apart. In the blink of an eye, it's 2-0.
This has invigorated the house. Grubauer just flat gets beat by a sinister snapper past that blocker. Maybe a little off his angle. Take what's given. Man, the kid can zip it.
Kovac spins over to Marchment. In front, tip, score! Matt Duchene! Perfect setup from Marchment. Perfect finish from Duchene. His first of the year. Ties it at 1.
This is a couple times where the Stars' changes at the offensive bench in second periods has been exquisite. And from that, guys are sneaking in. You saw it earlier with the Esa Lindell chance. Looking, get to the net. Sharks can't pick him up in the rearview. Look up top. You see the guys flowing onto the ice. It's almost like a Black Ops. And bang. All you got to do is redirect.
Haskin in the bank. Johnston's back in quickly. Fed to the slot. Now hits. He scores! Perfection from that line. Johnston, Robertson, hits. Tie game.
This is a premium alliance. The Sharks are trying to get it out of the zone and get their change in, and the Stars have not allowed that a lot here in the second period. And then they just swiftly change the point of attack. Zing, zing, bang. Blackwood bit hard that there was going to be a shot from Robertson. Finds his buddy late.
In both of their games so far. Stars take it away. Short-handed breakaway. Colin Blackwell in, fakes, scores! A gorgeous goal. A gorgeous move. And a short-handed tally has Dallas in front.
Boy, Washington Capitals seemed ripe. It's a real nice play by Oscar Beck along the boards. He just chunks it past the point man Carlson. The rest is just shimmy shake from Blackwell. Watch the head fakes on his way in. Boom, one way, shoulders bucking, gets to the backhand and tucks it past Lindgren for a shorthanded goal.
Johnston looking back for help, finds it. Heiskanen return. Johnston, wrist shot, and save made. Rebound, score! Jason Robertson was there on the doorstep. Rope Hintz comes away limping in the aftermath. Lindgren could not control that one, though, and Robertson with the tally to tie the game at 2.
He's so crafty with those hands. It's a real slick play by Miro Heiskanen up top. He feels the pressure on him. Little interchange with Johnston, and then the Stars send 2 guys to the net front. Hintz obviously got nailed with the initial shot, and there's Robertson to pull it out of the pile and then tuck it home and tie the game.
This was the area that proved to be the difference in the playoff series. Here's Duchesne. He scores right off the draw. 2 seconds is all they need on the power play to cash in and take the lead.
Well, a different look to the unit. The big key is the clean face-off win by Rope Hintz. And then it's Matt Duchesne down the esophagus. A wrister from the high slot that Skinner just waves at. He had it caught. He beat him below the glove. And the Stars, after rope-a-doping almost the complete first 2 periods.
Up, Bouchard lost his footing, gets back upright. Marchment, though, gloves it to himself. He's in. Pass. Score! Duchesne set up by Marchment. Matt Duchesne has both, and the Stars double their lead.
Oh, this is an elephantine goal in the complex of this afternoon. Turnover by McDavid, trying to bump it back to his defense. And then Bouchard, who's had his issues with the pill the last couple shifts, gets back. Mason Marchment, man, he's been phenomenal this afternoon. The balance of a straight cat as he hangs on to it. He got shoved and still flicks it.
He's trying to crawl back to 500 on the young season now. Facing a multi-goal deficit, and the Stars in front. Hintz makes it 3. Rope Hintz. And late in Dallas, the Stars breaking it open.
From the turnover again by the Oilers in offensive ice, the Stars are able to push it down deep. Hustle work in behind the icing line. What a wonderful little cycle. The reverse by Robertson. Hintz is alone in front. Because that puck was up on end like that, Rope Hintz could elevate it quick. And the Stars, bing bong goal. 3-love.
Inner had gone back between the pipes. Now he's on the bench again. Jason Robertson stick handles in. An empty net bullseye from close range restores the 3-goal lead.
Well, they had a forward back there trying to help out after the chance in tight. Another good save. I think it was Brown back there on defense. He just gets undressed.
Lays it off up at the blue line for Harley. A wrist shot. Score! It caught a tip. On its way in, Thomas Harley. The redirected puck past Luukkonen. The Stars are on the board, and they've got 4:36 left.
Well, this can get tracked back to icings and not being able to change. And Zucker got it on his backhand, tried to get out of the zone and couldn't do it. It allowed the Stars to re-rack again. And I think it's going to be Harley's goal. Follow the redirected puck. It goes off a Sabre initially, maybe off the head of Seguin, right in front of the net. Does this go off him? It certainly dove down in there. Maybe it was multiple Sabres.
Stick handles down low behind the net, centers, and a shot couldn't get through. Rebound, score, Tyler Seguin. It bounced to him on the left side of the crease. Dallas has 2 with the extra attacker, and they are within a goal with 2:11 to play.
Well, the new stick works. After that frustrating shift prior, he pops over the boards, comes back again. The Stars go downhill at the Sabres and get to that. Look at Tyler just lurking off the weak side. Puck comes beautifully to him. He dials it up. Nice play by Maverick Bourque, too, to be in there, aware that Tyler's on the other side. Slide it over to him, and the Stars are within 1.
Now it's Harley the other way. Hit the post early on. Feeds it to Seguin here, and now Duchesne makes a move. Shot, score! What a shot by Matt Duchesne. Delayed his way through the dot. And Dallas gets the equalizer late in the first period.
Well, look, the genesis of this is way back in their own zone, and Thomas Harley jumping up, picking him up, putting him down. Watch the Boston Bruins coasting back. They just watch the puck, and Matt Duchesne gets into that little wedge, little open space in the slot, and his fadeaway wrister was perfect. Harley transports the puck up the ice. They all just coast back instead of getting on the back of Duchesne. And Matt Duchesne with that slick wrister, his one move, fights off a check. Swayman thought he had covered enough real estate.
Sent it for Ben quickly. Robertson, he scores! Oh, was that pretty on the power play. Only 20 seconds needed. And Jason Robertson in career game number 300 has a power play goal and has Dallas in front.
Well, this is that patented brisk puck work. It starts with a face-off win, and they go to the triangle down low. You know, Ben waiting on it. They hit the man they called the middleman in the Stars power play vernacular. And that's a passing lane that is usually closed off with sticks. Stars quick puck movement sets it up, and Jason Robertson's tucked a lot of pucks from that distance.
Nikita Zadorov. Left side, it's Duchesne cutting to the net. Stankoven scores! The Stars make it 2 on the power play, 3 in a row. And Dallas has opened up a multi-goal lead on Logan Stankoven's first of the season.
There's a guy who needed one. That is helpful. He got 19 games if you go back to last year without a goal, and Hampus Lindholm ended up in between, right? He doesn't go after Duchesne. He doesn't erase Stankoven. Matt Duchesne just plays him, sends it right through the wickets. No chance for Swayman. You got to take something away. He took nothing away, and the Stars are up.
Collision is the Bruins were changing. It was Marchment right by the door to the Bruins bench. Here's Tyler Seguin. He shot. He scores! Seguin joins the fun in Boston. 3 power play goals this period, and it is 4-1 Dallas.
Man, all of a sudden it just looks easy, right? Everything was a chore, even getting scoring opportunities. And this time the aggression of the Boston Bruins penalty kill, they basically went schoolhouse right, and the Stars with some nice puck movement change the point of attack again. There's a passing lane that usually isn't available. Nice eyes from Marchment to feed it across. Tyler with that snapshot, just a sporty little snapper. Short side pass, Jeremy Swayman. The Stars have opened a can.
The Smith standing, watch that one go past. And now it's Hintz, dances away from one. Marchand trying to catch him. Hintz sends it into the empty net and gives Dallas their 5th goal from their 5th
different forward. It is 5-2 Stars.
Well, this is just dreamy execution in their own zone. After Rope couldn't win the draw originally, the Stars again hold tight, scramble to get the loose puck, and Tyler Seguin with great poise understands where Rope Hintz is probably going to be, and from the drop of the puck, Mason Marchment
Lifted ahead and a chance for Dadonov behind the D. Forehand, score! They sprung Dadonov. He outweighted Mrazek. First of the year is the first of this game.
well, you can see the linesman right on the line on the far side to see whether this was legal or not. The lob, Dadonov delays, protects the puck, and then not only backs off Mrazek, but elevates it past him. He's been a busy netminder down there. A great look at Dadonov, understanding he's got to get that thing to settle. Wonderful poise. Kaiser trying to chase him down. And after all the flurries at both ends.
Now Harley, return for Heiskanen, bends in front, chip a backhand, score! Off the bar and then out of midair, the captain, Jamie Benn.
The old power forward just overpowered Murphy in front of the net. He came on for Marchment. They obviously had outchanged the Hawks in the second period. There he is, just trading paint. Oh, with deft hands. It pops up in the air. He actually bunts it to himself and then whacks it home. Bunt, whack. To love. That line's been excellent tonight. Furious with the puck.
Still on his blade. Bumped by Seguin to Miro Heiskanen. Final seconds left on the power play. Shot, score! Right upstairs by Matt Duchene. With a second left on the power play, it's a power play goal, and the Stars have a 3-0 lead.
Well, it started, the genesis of this is hustling back to negate the chance. The turnover in neutral ice when Duchene, the eventual goal scorer, toe pick. Harley gets back. Stankoven grabs it. They go down. And this, from Matt Duchene, is sharp, extra Old Fort cheddar. Wowza! That is tucked. And it's 3-0.
Backhand bid was blocked, stolen by Duchene. Tyler Seguin ahead. Duchene will catch up. The empty net dagger.
And Duchene's first goal was a pretty one. This one's a blister goal after they survived a couple great stops by Jake Ottinger. Just about, I think if Foligno doesn't touch that puck, Seth Jones' shot from the blue line just sails in. Instead, it's helpful. Battle in front of the net. Man, Matt Dumba went prison rules on the Hawks right at the lip of the crease. And then those soft, gauzy hands of Duchene restores the 2-goal lead.
Somewhat fitting. Dick handles his way to some free ice. Lyubushkin wide of the net, poked by Marchment and scored! Tyler Seguin! He played bank off of Bobrovsky from behind the end line. And there's the spark Dallas was looking for.
No kidding. I mean, they have not tested Sergei Bobrovsky, and that crew came out there on the fly. You mentioned the miscue pass rink wide for Marchment in neutral ice. They gathered it back in again, and Tyler Seguin, who's saving all his shots for goals in the young season, in behind the net, beats Bobrovsky, who was a little slow and nonchalant to get over there. And
Duchene
Left circle over to Lindell and save Bobrovsky. Back for Lindell. He scores! Esa Lindell here in Finland. And the Stars are within one.
And the Stars Finnish Mafia clapping back with the follow-up. All smiles. When doesn't he smile? And the fist bump line is Esa Lindell. A defenseman joins the attack. This has been problematic for the Stars in the young season. Their D not doing enough in correlation with the offensive numbers. Jason Robertson gets to the loose puck. Interior, what a pass. As he just looks at in behind. Knew Esa Lindell was driving the slot.
By Bobrovsky. Then another one in on Bobrovsky. He's down, it's deep, and the Stars think the puck's in the net, and it is signaled a goal. Maverick Bourque was there, Blackwell was there, Sam Steele was there, and the puck somehow was there in the Florida cage.
Well, this thing has about 4 layers of grease on it as far as greasy goals are concerned. The crew from back in Texas are enjoying this. The bump line is engaged. The Panthers are incensed. Their coaches, unlike in North America, they can't look at the floor. Their monitor's in behind them, so they all just turn around. And they're wondering whether to challenge this for goalie interference or not. It got poked in there, and I think just the momentum of Bobrovsky, man, Sam Steele almost headbutted this thing in. They got it to the net. They had Maverick Bourque with half a blade inside the crease on top of Bobrovsky, and you could see it work its way completely over the goal line and into the net, and they're holding everything here. There has been no challenge, and there is a good goal, and it is a 3-shot hockey game.
Western Conference final. Tipped, and Bobrovsky with that stop. Score by Ben as they played it out in front. And the Stars captain has the 4th Dallas goal.
Similar formula, you know, win your battle on the exterior and work the puck interior with people heading there. And, you know, just the grunt work on the boards, able to hold it in at the point, forge diligent work by Logan Stankoven to find it, get away from Kulikov, find the captain coming straight down the slot.
Finish all the plays down low in front of the net.
Duchesne steps in, now to Donov, a lane through the circle, shoots and scores just like that. Well, maybe we need to lose audio more often, gets the Stars offense going, but the Stars get the power play strike. Evgeny Dadonov, Sevy, with that clear lane through the circle.
Yeah, Dadonov has been all over the ice. I've noticed him quite a bit in today's game, and getting up there, he's stepping up for where Sagan usually is, and Paul Maurice is not very happy with this one. Now watch as the Stars enter the play.
So it looks like we are starting to get the audio return. They're working on getting that reestablished. But Sevy, I think the other part of that, clean entry, and somehow all that Florida defense got sucked towards the puck, which left Dadonov wide open.
On the backup goaltender, Spencer Knight, he's going to want to have that one back. That went 5-0. The fans obviously have made the trek all the way to Finland.
Harley on the left wing side for Heiskanen shot. Stop, scored on the rebound by Duchesne. The Stars quickly strike back-to-back, and they have tied things up in Tampere.
Brand new game, just past the midway point of Game 2. It's a face-off win, and the Stars have been hungry and aggressive to get in and around the net front and win their battles. And Matt Duchesne gets a gorgeous bounce, and some guys would pace that in behind the net or whiff on it, but not a guy with the talent of 95.
They trade chances here just over midway through the first.
Yeah, you need a bib to watch this game right now.
Shot, score! Steele! And it's the Stars who get the breakthrough and take a 1-0 lead.
But
Bedard's watching what happened on his breakaway after Robertson had burped it up just inside the line, and as he tried to go to the forehand, you could see him peek over his shoulder. He shows backhand. Lindell anticipates he's going to go forehand and strips him, and then from the boards, perfectly ripped shot, high blocker. Nice play by Sam Steele to get a leg out of the way and then lean into that shot.
By Tyler Seguin. Over for Lundqvist. Stars are in. Niels Lundqvist. He gets worked by Jones. There's a penalty coming against the Hawks. Backdoor feed. Shot, score! Seguin somehow found a window. The beat goes on for Tyler Seguin, and Dallas has doubled their lead.
Well, at first you're wondering, did they squander a wonderful scoring opportunity on the rush? They drew the call, and then, man, you give Tyler Seguin a window that is the size of the puck, he's going to nail it right now. He was the first guy on the ice here this morning, going through his shooting tree, sort of taking that over for Joe Pavelski, and he banks this one off the shoulders. And yeah, that's how you keep your shooting percentage above 40% on
2-1 lead. Out for Ben. He'll play it to Stankoven. A backhand will hit pay dirt.
Might as well check the email. This one's over. Little sauce. Man, what a defensive play to hustle and get back for Teravainen. Otherwise, I think they capitalize on that one. Other end, scramble in tight. Jake, who's used those legs of his brilliantly tonight. Then some hungry work down low. I think Logan Stankoven should shoot more on his backhand. It's infinitely easier when there's no goaltender in net, but he's got a zinger of a backhand.
More point blank. Now it's out, shot off of the crossbar. Dadonov, and then it's in. It deflected through the legs of Hellebuck. All the saves, the close calls, the bar, and with 82 seconds left, Dallas does get on the board.
You know, the genesis of this one, first the defensive play by Barron Rayton. If you see him get down, just comes down and closes on Marchman's stick. Otherwise, I think Mason chunks it home. But prior to this big flurry and then ultimately the goal, Kyle Connor was sniffing around the boards. He thought he could get it out. He wheels around the far side. Stars kept it in, went to work. They get that. They squashed the shutout bid. They able to play in Stars ice.
Nice move, Duchesne. His shot, scores! He found a hole as it leaked through Blomqvist. And the Stars on their first shot of the night. Matt Duchesne, 2:33 in.
Well, Jake Ottinger with a splendid pad save after Puljujarvi set up Achari right in front. You know, threw a bit of a screen, lashed out with the right pad. 1-on-3 is Duchesne, and obviously a bit of a gossamer goal to give up, as it's a wrist shot that just eats up the rookie netminder. He thought he had it squeezed. The celebration.
The Stars, Stankoven, shot, scored! That one surprised Blomqvist off the wing, and Logan Stankoven makes it 2-0.
Well, that has to feel good. Logan came into play tonight, leading the Stars in shots on goal, but struggling to actually put him in. There's no way that Blomqvist saw this through the herd of traffic. Might have even changed directions. Stankoven peels off the wall. Did it go off of Carlson's skinny shot block? And then short side sifter.
Penguins, they are returning home. There's a shot scored by Marchment. It's an early assault here in Pittsburgh. The Stars in half a period have struck thrice.
I'm not sure whether this was the set play or just great hustle. It goes through everybody, and Mason Marchment is on a full gallop over on the right-hand side. He stays on side. He battles a stick check and gets to the loose puck in time, and this does go bar down. And we're going to get a goalie change in Pittsburgh midway through the first period.
Gets off a stick, still across. Heiskanen scores! What work between Heiskanen and Marchment? And number 4 makes it 4-0, his first of the year.
Well, this is oily and lubricious from Miro Heiskanen initially. I mean, he just throws, watch this, zing, zing, I'm going to lose you, and then send it banked in behind. The Penguins allow the cross-ice pass. You should never give that up. They allow that seam. Mason Marchment finds it, finds the stick blade of Heiskanen after all the shimmies and dekes, and a perfectly wired puck. Rang the dinner bell. Short side, ding, ding. Well,
Letang looking for rust, and the Stars take it away. Heiskanen could have a break. He's in. He scores! Back to back! Heiskanen has 2. Bang, bang. The Stars have 5.
we were getting on the bus to come over this afternoon, and there was a guy chanting Miro, Miro, and told him he was going to have a great night. Everybody was giggling about it. He knew what he was talking about and chanting about. What a great aggressive read by Heiskanen to jump up in there. Nobody's going to catch him. Fends off a stick, pumps it past Nedeljkovic, and the Stars have opened up a severe can.
Could not connect. The Stars numbers the other way. Marchment with Seguin fed there. Score! Tyler Seguin on the power play and make it a half dozen here in the first for Dallas.
The whole line has a goal now in the opening period. It's a 2-on-1. Heiskanen again forces the elevated pass. The sauce doesn't land for Letang. Same idea at the other end. The pass is available. There, it's forced upstairs and bounces through. They go 180 feet the other direction. Perfect pass by Mason Marchment, who is a slickster here in the first period. Lays it right on the tape for Tyler, and his goal-scoring exploit.
Mason Marchment along the end line, bumped up high, a shot, score! What a shot on the power play by Wyatt Johnston. Painted it upstairs. Stars with their second power play goal. The kick is good, and it's 7-1.
Wow, did he hammer this. And I love players that know what they want to do before they get the puck. As soon as it got to Duchesne down in the corner, watch this. It comes across. Mason Marchment has been miraculous in the game tonight, avoiding checking, that one touch into the high slot, and a weapons-grade one-timer from Wyatt Johnston. That's got to feel good. That's got to feel great.
And send it down. Marchment giving chase. He gets past McAvoy, who fell down. Marchment grabs it. Handoff Duchesne. He scores! What a shot by Matt Duchesne high in the corner, and that line once again strike early.
You know, one of the things that's really struck me about Mason Marchment this year is he doesn't end up on the ice as much. I don't know whether it's an improved balance thing or whatever, but he stayed on his rails. That's a one-handed primary assist. Look at that. And then an absolute dinger, bar down, short side snipe from Matt Duchesne. There is some heat.
So it'll be one-on-one. Dadonov against Swayman. He's been good in this department. Dadonov 3 for 4 in penalty shots in his career. Dadonov on Swayman scores! Make it 4 for 5 and make it 2-0 Dallas.
Oh, he walks in. This is is a perfectly placed shot. Swayman's way out, but he allows that 9-hole, if you will, right under the arm between the blocker and the body. I think a fully
Worked over to Heiskanen again. He's got Thomas Harley. Shot and loose score. Stankoven. Swayman had no idea where it was. Stankoven spots the loose puck, buries it home, and the Stars' 2-goal lead is restored.
Well, this line's been excellent at hunting as a pack in the game. They did it again, and I was just about to state maybe the Stars need to get to the net a little hungrier than what they had. Shots on net, some pucks on Swayman, but not bodies in and around. And anytime you can get a puck toward the net and create a scramble, likely good things are going to follow. It pops perfectly. He's going to lead the game in takeaways.
Blackwell, high slot, looking for Beck, poked, he scored! Oscar Beck, his first NHL goal!
Man, the one-handed offensive swagger is in vogue tonight. From good defense comes their attack. They're able to turn it back against the grain. They go downhill, just a stab toward it. I don't know what Swayman was seeing on this. It goes through Zadorov, and he just gets eaten up by it. That's a nightmare for a netminder. A great extra effort.
Beck, forward for Steele. Stars seeing if they've got one more. They're in, left wing side to Donov. He scores! They do! Dadonov with his second. The Stars get one more in under the wire and have a 5-1 lead.
Well, the Bruins don't pressure the puck carrier. Anytime you allow time and space in this league, they're going to make plays off of it. And Sam Steele spots Evgeny Dadonov coming down the wing. Swayman has left a lot of net for the Stars to shoot pucks past. He's been early going down. He got beat on the little lollipop.
They win an offensive zone faceoff, but it was slow moving. Smith had to retreat. Somehow the Stars still held the zone. It's Hintz on the doorstep, scored! Jason Robertson fed it in front, and Hintz, while being entangled, managed to sneak one through. Another half dozen on the board for Dallas.
Trent Frederick and Koepke are not going to want to watch this one again. They both anticipate it's going to get out of the zone. They overskate things. It allows Robertson to just funnel it to the front of the net. It's pretty porous defending in front of Swayman. And give Roope Hintz a ton of credit for going hard to the net and smashing this thing through Swayman, who has not had a great night tonight.
Knocked down by Duchesne. They say legal height. Hands off Sagan, right side, shot, score! Marchment! It's 7 goals for the second straight game. That line does it again.
And the wicked cognition that these three guys have. It would have been close to the shoulder when Duchesne knocks this puck down. It's the height of the shoulder. I don't know about that. They called it fine. He had a better look than I did, Carter Sandlak. And then how swiftly they changed the point of attack. You know, into the zone. Tyler Seguin comes late. The Bruins don't even look. Dreadful rush defense. And yeah, I think Mason wanted it. The beaver tail clapper and kabang. As far as most wins when scoring the first goal of the game.
Lyubushkin scores, and there it is, and it goes to Dallas. The shot from Ilya Lyubushkin, not sure if it Clipped something on its way through, but it found the back of the net. And the Stars take a 1-0 lead late in the first.
Well, they pay off two things. One, the face-off win. Tyler Seguin gives them that. And then the simplicity of just shooting toward the net. It grazes Marchment. It's going to be Mason's goal. And the Stars do, in fact, have the lead. Just ate up the 5-hole on Gustafsson. Stars kind of fought back in the face-off win department, and
Sub held in, went right though to Lyubushkin, and the Stars cut in. It's Steele, left wing side. Steele backhand stop, score on the follow-up. Mason Marchment has his second of the game, and Dallas gets the insurance they were looking for.
well, this starts with the outlet pass. What a marvelous back shoulder pass by Lyubushkin. You know, only one guy was going to be able to get that. That Sam Steele takes it to the net. They get a second opportunity off the pad. Mason Marchment drives in there, and you know, Chisholm worried about the puck coming to the front of the net. Doesn't look over his shoulder. It's a welcome mat for Marchment to cruise in.
Jamie Benn goes wide on Minchikov, across Bork, set it up, shot, Lindell scores! Beautiful work. And early in the third, the Stars get their breakthrough.
What a poised play by the rookie forward. You know, the Duck player loses his helmet, so he has to go off the ice. It opens up some space for the Stars to attack. Very bright play by Esa Lindell to join. And then it looked like young Maverick Bork had eyes for Lindell the whole way. That thing just dove down to the blocker side, rattled in off the pipe.
Settled nicely, Gauthier handoff Leeson, good poke check Smith. Counter punch Dallas, Duchesne's in, a cutting Smith, Duchesne drags, scores! Oh my goodness! That was gorgeous! Matt Duchesne and the Stars are within a goal!
Well, the turnover that led to Vetrano walking in, and Casey DeSmith with his biggest save of the game. And this is just full of filth and fury. He works and holds off Michnikov, and then those sweet mitts just dangle up a storm, gets it to the backhand, gets it elevated, and gets the Stars to within one. What a goal.
Every goes across Dumba, winds, slap pass, Robertson scores! Jason Robertson, the smile, the sigh of relief, the monkey off the back, and the Stars have the lead.
Well, they go bing bong at that end, but it comes in the wake of those two great chances. First to Foley, then Cody Ceci with that wrist shot from the slot beats the blocker of Ottinger and clangs it off the iron. The other end, the Stars repurposed the puck. The Sharks gave it back to them again. A rather terse pass by Matt Dumba, who will pick up his first point as a Dallas Star in the spin around screenshot sifter.
Or got dumped in front of the Stars bench. Play goes on. Rope hands, flip for Johnston, score! What a move! Johnston got it off to his forehand, and that line stapled back together. 2 of the 3 have goals.
Oh man, this is a premium Platinum Alliance. Stars on the change. What a perfect little flip pass by Rope Hintz. He'd gone 11 games without an assist. They turn it against the grain in transition. What a move by Johnston to get it to the forehand. Look at that little lead pass. That is a saucer pass of the highest order.
Good pursuit by Ben, but he fanned on his pass. Stankoven gets it back behind the net. Flip left side, shot, score! Ben! Set up by Stankoven. The captain doubles the lead, and it's 3-1 Stars.
Oh, the genesis of this is forechecking. The line jumped out on the ice. They outchanged the Sharks. And from that forechecking, the hallmark of Jamie Benn and Logan Stankoven playing together has been that down low play like that. And Stankoven continues to rack up assists. What a pretty goal. Little window on the short side.
In there to pry it off the twine. Bodies go down. 3 players. Referee as well. Hits for the empty net. Bullseye. Chaos at one end. Dagger at the other.
Carnage. Man, what a move by Celebrini at the point to completely lose, and a great read by Miro Heiskanen to stick right with Wenberg. Another one of those pucks that lollipops back over the net, and Wyatt Johnston draws some coverage. All 3 guys now on the line have scored goals in the game. The empty glove bump line for Rope Hintz.
For Beck from center. Didn't get it very far. Thrun back for Beck. Stars have to touch up. They'll bring it into Donov. He will chip it into the empty net. Stars blow it open on the scoreboard, and Evgeny Dadonov, the 5th different man to send him crazy here at AAC.
Well, that'll prompt the white flag there. What a great play by Oscar Beck at the blue line. You know, they talk about his length a lot. Well, this is a length play. They're going to get it out. He has to reach just to nudge it enough past the Shark stick to get it over to Dadonov. Macklin Celebrini might be a...
Dadonov centers out of the reach of Steele. Labushkin fadeaway one-timer, score! It deflected in at the side of the net. Evgeny Dadonov was there, and it ricocheted in past Vasilevsky.
Well, the Russians combine on one that came right on the heels of this opportunity. Duchesne shuts it down, buys himself a little time and space from the icing line, throws it at the net, create the chaos. And from that, Sagan spanks it. This point shot just rattles in and dribbles over the line. You know, Dadonov, give him a ton of credit. I don't even know if it touched him. I think it did. He celebrated.
Duchesne goes rink wide. Heiskanen catches up. He scores! What a shot by Miro Heiskanen. Duchesne felt he could get there. He does. And Heiskanen has tied this game at 2.
That's the, you guys bailed me out with the penalty kill. This is a terrific play by Duchesne to get a hold of it. And then the perfect backhand sauce. I mean, that's unbelievable. It lays perfectly across the high slot for Heiskanen to catch up. Away from sticks, they can't break it up. In full flight, he wafts in, elevates it, past a stunned Andrei Vasilevsky, who gave
goal now out front. McDonough, it's read by Duchesne, and the Stars have numbers. Duchesne with Marchment. Duchesne has a trailer drop. Now Duchesne scored from a tight angle. What a finish by Matt Duchesne. The steal, the 3-man rush, and the first lead of the night for Dallas.
Well, both teams were kind of going to the body, if you will, if they were fighters. And each side looking for the haymaker and the headshot, and this was it. What a wonderful play by Tyler Seguin to absorb the back check and just bump it over right into the slingshot, essentially, of the hottest Dallas Star, their best player in the young season, Matt Duchesne. I mean, a perfectly placed, elevated shot, short side past the glove of Vasilevsky.
Here's Hintz with speed. He's flying in. Hintz scores! Power play goal. Rope hits, and just like that, the Stars are up by 2.
There are a few things in the world I love more than Rope hits in full flight. Wyatt Johnston hits him. Even though the puck blows up off of his blade, he is galloping and eating up ice. Skylarking is like a locomotion into the offensive zone. They're not going to cut that off. They've been able to go upstairs on Vasilevsky repeatedly.
The Hurricane zone given away. The Stars quick look. Duchesne down low, through the legs, and then tucked home. Marchment through the legs off his blade right to Tyler Seguin. 18 seconds in. Welcome, everybody. The Stars strike early.
Well, this is all predicated on a forecheck by this line, and it starts with Mason Marchment. They hustle into the corner. It's a real bad turnover. And a quit after the turnover. Oh my. Mason tried to go between the legs. It's an unintended pass that ends up perfectly. Chatfield's late on Tyler Seguin. I think it was Roslovic down in the corner that served that up and then just stared at it like he was stunned or something. And the Stars have come out and stunned the home side.
Measured by Gostisbehere, slows up, fed it across, room for Harley, he scores! Thomas Harley goes far side on Martin and gives the lead right back to Dallas.
Man, we were just talking about these two not playing all the time exclusive with one another, but Harley and Heiskanen are out here. Watch this play by Miro Heiskanen. Knifes it down, beats 4 forecheckers to spring Jamie Benn to whack it out of the zone. Little button hook because there's no back pressure on Jamie, has time and space to hit the defenseman coming late. It's Thomas Harley, and man, an absolute scorching wrist shot. You could hear it go in. Zing, piping in, low on the blocker on Martin. What a beautiful transition goal.
Crowd still oohing and awing after the cough up. It led to the break-in. At the other end, the Stars score! What a 180! Mason Marchment tucks it home. The close call at one end, the bullseye at the other.
Well, you can see Thomas Harley went deep on that interchange, and a tough play for Matt Dumba. The puck's up in the air. He gets converged upon by Robinson. That springs the rookie, and he hits iron at the other end. They win a one-on-one battle. Little bump forecheck, little puck jack by Duchesne. Gostisbehere can't find it. Boom, wide open in front. Set the table.
Face-off one. Heiskanen works his way free, shoots, he scores! Heiskanen set his own table and ties this game at 4.
Well, the Stars have battled back throughout the game in getting possession off of faceoffs. They got clocked in the early going. He's up against one of the best in the game. And Wyatt beats Stahl. Miro just swerves, meanders, takes the circuitous route, and then rips a dart past Martin. He was scrambling, a bit screened. Rope Hintz goes to the net.
Blackwell, no window, goes back to Heiskanen. Shot, Mrazek the save, the rebound, leaked back in and scored! Blackwell was crashing the net, Teravainen there also, and Dallas gets on the board, calling Blackwell back in the lineup and back in Chicago.
Man, this is one tasty rebound just sitting there, and he's the hungrier guy. Teravainen is there. He doesn't have a rear view mirror, so he can't see Blackwell charging in there. And as he tries to daintily play that puck, Blackwell just bludgeons it up and in. Mrazek actually just kind of booted it over to a better spot, and you could tell from the reaction of the Hawk netminders.
Robertson to the left wing circle. Loose in front, scored. Matt Duchesne on the doorstep. Stars get a power play goal.
Well, no help on the rebound that time, as Duchesne won the quick twitch battle right in front of the net. Stars rotated around, they get it on net. to create the rebound. Guys were heading to the net. Duchesne was right there, and he gets to plop one in. The muted celebration in now a 6-2 hockey game. Things happen quick, and that one fell perfectly.
Go on this man advantage. No shots so far for Dallas as they'll carry in down the right wing side. Evgeny Dadonov off to a good start to the year. Helps set it up. And a big rebound off the pass. Georgiev worked to the left and scored! Tyler Seguin after the rebound. His tremendous year rolls on and the Stars strike on the power play to take the lead.
Well, this certainly seemed like a extremely unnecessary, pudgy, chubby, husky, corpulent rebound off the right pad of Georgiev, and it was just delicious for Tyler Seguin and company. Little shot in, booted out into the slot, good hustle and reach by Mason Marchment to get to that loose puck in the slot. He feeds a backhand pass to Tyler Seguin in his wheelhouse. All Tyler had to do was elevate it. Didn't get all of it, but he got it up in the air. And they have a power play goal here on home ice again.
Yeah, we certainly did, Ashley. Thanks very much. The Stars with a 2-on-1 bring in. It's Marchment trying to get it across. Stuff attempt. Heiskanen now behind Georgiev and scored! Marchment on the net mouth scramble.
It's a weird play all around, right from the face-off in neutral ice. The puck went on Ottinger, and then the Colorado Avalanche, who've been hyper-aggressive here in the first period, get caught. Girard, the defenseman, is up. Manson's the only guy back. He plays it well. Georgiev, the netminder, did not, and he got all twisted about. Miro Heiskanen, the defenseman, jumped up on the rush, stayed after it. They were kind of as Ricci and Phoebe as the Stars were on the Nichushkin power play goal, and the Stars have answered back immediately.
By the Stars up to that point, the blocked shots in the game, 15-0 Colorado. At the other end, Ben, slam dunk, he scores! The Stars double their lead. Jamie Benn into the empty cage.
Well, it's a good play right at the blue line to even stay on side. You know, Ben playing with Sam Steele and Dadonov, and the initial shot toward the net after they got in there, Jamie drags a leg to stay on side. That's good work by the captain to just lean back with a leg. It plops right to him. He has a yawning gauge to make this a 3-1 hockey game.
The final 2 minutes of this second period. Jason Robertson behind the net, over to Ben. Back for Robertson. The slow curl, take two. For Ben, across, and then out in front, score! Rope Hintz. The triangle, Ben, Johnston, Hintz. Another power play goal, and it's 4-1.
Well, it's the brisk puck movement, and Georgiev bites so hard on the pass to the back door to Wyatt Johnston and basically takes him out of the net with that aggression. And a very poised, intelligent play by the kid. They get it back out in front, and Hintz back in the lineup tonight after missing the game in Chicago, able to chunk that home.
Trying to tie this game up. The Stars, though, take it away. Marchment for the empty net. Bullseye! 2/3 of the ice. And Marchment has Dallas back up by a pair.
What a terrible pass by McKinnon. And instead of, going somewhere else, he just feeds a grenade over to Makar. It's up on end, it's bobbling. Marchment grabs it, scores his second goal of the night.
The Stars push it ahead. He had to slow down, got it to Harley, a cutter, score! Wyatt Johnston! Finished off the beauty, and the Stars tie it up.
That felt a little bit like chess, that you just
sacrificed your pawn up ice, and that was Jason Robertson, who just completely took DeMello out of the equation. He had to wait for the boys to join him at the blue line, and once he did, he had Harley, the defenseman, Johnston, the eventual goal scorer, and this is just elevation and execution and perfect match.
Harley bounces one and it catches up to Marchment, who's in, spin, scores! Oh my goodness! That was beautiful! Marchment has Dallas in front.
Mason Marchment goes over and gets a lick in on Niederreiter right at center, and then he just loiters in behind. Catches up to it, gives the bum buck to Morrissey. This is borderline indecent. Spins around, uses the defender as a screen. A little capitulation from Hellebuck as he backs in. And just a wonderful spinorama backhand go-ahead. What a goal.
Lindell will bank it. A race for it. Hintz in the empty net. Right into it. Hintz has his. He's got the smile. And the Stars are going to knock off one of the top teams in the league.
Oh, they're happy inside American Airlines Center now. Victory is at hand. All the incredible scoring chances. Nice work by Hintz to stay onside, and he doesn't exactly drill it to the back of the net. Just nudge it in.
Heiskanen back for Duchesne. Now Dadonov, bottom of the near dot. Shoots, he scores! He took a tiny step to his left, was looking for a hole, and he found it on Vejmelka. A power play goal for Dadonov, and Dallas strikes first.
Those in Victory Green are going gaga bing bong. Evgeny Dadonov does not play on the Stars power play a lot. And this one's just dusted off. It looked like Bortuzzo wanted to cut off the cross crease pass, gave a little time and space, so that should be stopped. And Dadonov just waited long enough to find a window, and you could tell that Vejmelka thought he had it covered, didn't.
Steele brings it in, has to follow it up to the near side wall. Sergachev leading a charge. Benn scores! What a gorgeous shot from the Stars captain!
Well, this starts with a ploy. It's how the Stars get out of their own zone, especially late in a period. They win the draw, that's the first part of it. Watch the wingers just take off. Esa Lindell flops it out into neutral ice. The Stars are stretching them out. They get possession off of that. Utah's not able to close them down. From that, Jamie Benn is the layer to the offense. Good work by Sam Steele. He outmaneuvers basically three of the Utah players, and Benn's shot is quick.
Good career numbers when playing in this building. Out in front, a chance. Riddick to save, rebound, score! The second attempt stuff, and laid into the power play early into the game. The Stars take the lead.
This is just a determination goal for Wyatt Johnston. There was nothing going on with this Stars power play. Often it's this, most of the time it's this unit that starts the power plays, but with Hintz a little dinged up. What a great dig play by Jason Robertson down deep and behind the net. Swings in, great timing. Little half penalty interference by Roope Hintz just prior to that, and then the second effort by Johnston, able to just sort of bludgeon this thing through. He actually shot the stick.
And off of Stankoven, loved by Clark, bouncing puck. Marchment shoots, scores! What a shot! painted the corner, barring in, and Dallas has doubled their lead.
Well, there it is. He can stroke the LA Kings off the list now. There's no question whatsoever. What a great play by Stankoven to support and keep it in deep. Then the juggling act. Look, Riddick was optically inconvenienced on this shot. He didn't see the puck at all. Screamed past that all-black jersey of Joel Edmondson, the defenseman.
If it would have been a best of 15, it would have gone the distance. There, the Stars score! Maverick Bourque, it bounced off the backboards, and he was able to find it, get it home. That's his second career NHL goal, and it ties this game at 1.
Similar to the one that he scored in Finland. He just get to the net, and off some dogged work on the boards, Maverick wins his board battle initially. And then from that, it's just one of those sloppy little mess plays. It's Blackwell, first guy in behind the net. They get a fourth line goal, which is enormous and needed. As Bourque not only beat Big Haig on the boards, he beat him to the net.
For Duchesne, the return, Heiskanen. He's tipped in front, score! Mason Marchment. Dallas has one, and they've got 2:34 left to find another.
Man, that was one of those sequences in the defensive zone where it looked like the Golden Knights were going to get it, but it also looked like they had their sticks turned upside down. It allowed the Stars to get control. Once they got control, look at Mason Marchment in front of the net. Taking the vision away from Hill, and then pretty gauzy hands to sort of grab this, pull it to the forehand. You know, the Pietrangelo's late on his backside.
Flames there to roadblock him off. But coughed up by Calgary. Johnston weaving his way through, shoots, scores! A short-handed goal! Johnston does it himself!
I don't know how many goals Wyatt Johnston has scored already where it's just pure determination. He picks up this puck. He's got their best defenseman one-on-one. He stays with it, sort of boots it to himself. It looked like it was going to be broken up. The genesis of this is a turnover by Kadri on the way out of the zone, and then a rolling puck he's able to elevate in tight. This is masterful. Kid dangles, little kick with the skate laces, and then rips it.
He wants to turn and go. 5-on-5. He fights through and scores! Jason Robertson from the penalty box to the scoreboard, and the Stars have the lead.
And that's 2 determination goals in the game, and this is just roll up your sleeves. Robertson scampering in there. Pospisil can't catch him, can't get him fully caught anyway. Watch how Robertson, man, that is picking him up, putting him down. He fights off the check and then pounds this through Wolf. Beat him 5-hole.
Anderson bounced off the boards. The Stars are in with numbers. Hintz to the right. Pelche broke it up. Score! Back for Hintz, who tipped it home. Stars in front in the third.
From aggression, they win a puck back in their own zone. Anderson's trying to pinch down the boards as a defenseman. He gets clocked by Matt Dumba, and from that, away they go. What a defensive hustle play by Pelche to get back. It's all for naught. He breaks up the feed. It's pounded right back to Roope Hintz after he broke out the saucepan, and he sends a dribbler again.
In on the backhand. Dadonov giving chase. Wolf a little indecisive. Got to it and scored! He didn't get back in time! The Calgary netminder caught in no man's land.
the second period for a spell. Back in, ends a long goal drought. E32 on this as the kid goes in there, spits it up in the corner, doesn't get a ton of help, but struggled to get back in and get himself set again. I don't know whether he admired his pass. It took a long time, put it on net.
Shot was blocked. Harley score! It deflected off the bar and in. The floodgates are open.
Well, the Flames have not cracked. They've ruptured here in the late stages of the third period. They've run around like scalded cats for the last couple of shifts. This shot by Harley was going to miss by a considerable margin. Off a hip, sails in between Miromanov and big Oscar Beck.
Ball was looking for the check. Got a piece of Marchment.
Yeah, he's got some anger in his game right now.
Shot score! Thomas Harley. He has his second. The Stars have their sixth.
Ball just destroyed his stick after the Hintz goal that started this entire eruption in the third period. And Duchesne did his thing to go to the net. Mason Marchment did his thing to draw the over-aggressiveness from Ball. He feeds the puck in the middle. Young Wolf has been perforated here in the third period. He has been stupendous at the Saddle Dome at home, but the road is a different animal.
The Stars poke it forward. Bischel with the race in. Wrist shot, he scores! Liam Bischel, in his NHL debut, has his first NHL goal.
Oh man, he heads to the bump line. They needed that. Jake Ottinger draws a forecheck, goes the other way. The Stars are off to the races. The weak side defenseman is Bischel. He understands the assignment. I'm going to join the rush. The big man can move. And he stimulates and spins the biscuit. Short side to gun his first in the National Hockey League. Might have clipped the skate.
Over to Ben. Snap to Heiskanen. Top of the zone, it's Hintz. Again, Ben. Robertson, score! A blistering one-timer finishes off some perfect in-zone movement. And Dallas has tied it on a power play goal.
Well, this is an augmentation to what the Stars had been trotting out a lot, to put Jason Robertson as the middleman. He's right in the middle of that diamond penalty kill. They tried to set him up earlier. This time they get a perfect touch pass setup. I mean, this is a gossamer little touch into a emphatic blast from Robertson.
We're just about halfway through it. Duchesne turns on the Jets. Duchesne scores! Got it to the forehand and sends them home happy in Dallas. Stars win it in overtime.
This is one of those goals where you can see the little thought bubble above Matt Duchesne. The question isn't who's going to let me. The question is who's going to stop me. Nobody. Nobody's going to. He just takes him on, gets it to the forehand, and rips it past Binnington to win the hockey game. What a change of pace. What a determined move to the interior on Falk, who's logged used a ton of ice time tonight. Man, what a goal. What an ender. They get rewarded.
High Heiskanen over to Johnston. Shot blocked back to him. Ben touched in front, scored! Rope Hintz. Ben, the setup man again after drawing the call.
Sometimes you need a little bit of puck luck, and it's a broken play. You know, they blocked the initial shot, but it comes right straight back again. And the blocked shot basically freezes the penalty kill. Ferravari doesn't know where the puck went. You know, he's just a spinning player at that point. And the Stars go on the triangle immediately. Down to the icing line to Ben. Into the middleman that is Hintz. He opens himself up and elevates it. Knew he had to get that up in the air, not on the ice. And bang, just like that. Wheels of Rope Hintz here. The Stars have not spent much time in offensive ice.
Where they are now, shot, score! Lee and Bischel let it go. May have been deflected. Dallas has the lead.
Did it go off one of their guys or somebody in the Blackhawks? Great hustle by Hintz. First man in there, knew there was going to be contact. Terrific support from Bork. Rope goes to the front of the net. You can tell who it went off of there. It's going to be Bischel's second in the NHL in 3 games. Right off Sandin's hand and against the grain. The key, lean on the stick, send it toward the net and get rewarded.
That was 2 minutes on the ice for Brendan Smith by the time he got off. Stars on the attack, score! Hintz! Low shot through traffic. 5 to play, and Dallas has doubled their lead.
Well, able to get the puck down deep and pursue again. You know, it's a D-to-D reverse to nobody in particular that's gobbled up by Robertson. Dangles for a second, and that quick sifting shot by Hintz. The Capitals all staring in behind the net. You can see them all staring at Robertson. And a seeing eye shot past the glove. Right hand to Charlie Lindgren on the... Man, he had people breaking to the net, too.
Sam Steele fights off Matthews to the net. He scores! What a play from Sam Steele to open the scoring.
Well, the genesis of this, though, is the point-blank stop on their best goal scorer, Nylander, looking 5-hole, and then it turns into a foot race, and Austin Matthews can handle Sam Steele. The polish and the professionalism inside. Wow, did he get that elevated. Shocked wall with this to the forehand, gets underneath of it, and tucks it right underneath the soffit.
All the scoring in the game can be traced to a 59-second span. Stars struck first. Here's Dadonov. He scores! 22 seconds in to the second period. Evgeny Dadonov reclaims the Dallas lead.
Oh my, he just wet the sugar on this one. Watch this play. He just walks in and just so casual toe drags, just tantalizes Morgan Riley, the defenseman. It's a one-on-one. Tantalizes, takes it to the forehand. It might erode the stick blade a little bit too. Let's have a look in the replay. It elevates, lickety-split, and goes top corner again.
Stankoven to Heiskanen. Heiskanen's the holdover. Bork shot blocked. And then Matthews didn't clear. Kept in Heiskanen. Worked it to the right. Backdoor set up. Score! Blackwell! With 2:16 left. It's a one-goal game.
That is some pretty brisk puck work from Evgeny Dadonov after the block shot. And Matthews trying to scramble to get it out, actually shot it past the help. And great work by Blackwell to go boots to blade off the side of the net. Aggressive play by Miro Heiskanen and a great play, which is a redundancy. But Dadonov finds the window. That's deft work.
Maverick Bourque starts this game along with Robertson and Hintz on that line. Now Hintz scores! Got the rebound! And the Stars see one come off the board, pour it right back in themselves.
Captain says, way to go. This is a rebound of the pudgy, corpulent variety. After the forechecking work, they go hunted down deep. The wrist shot, that's just a bad rebound. It's gobbled up by Hintz and ripped home. Good hustle pursuing the puck. Nice support from Robertson to get in there. But usually Igor Shesterkin spits this initial shot from the blue line into a corner.
Cleared out by Dallas as Valimaki is pursued. That fourth line out there for the Stars. They create another turnover. They'll race in. It's Blackwell. Right circle. Shoots. He scores! Bar down. A beauty from Blackwell to open the scoring.
Well, this is a line that got the responsibility of starting the game from their head coach and has done nothing but fantastic things ever since. That's a three-man puck jacket, center ice, on their defenseman, Valimaki, and a beautiful pick-a-corner snipe from Blackwell. He had Steele with him. They gave him a clear lane, and short side high. What a beauty. That's baked brie right there.
Rope Hintz using speed. Bourque curls in for Hintz. He scores! Hintz and Bourque in tight work it perfectly. And Dallas's leading goal scorer puts them back in front.
Yeah, they're on the business end of this. The Stars know they're outs. As soon as Lyubushkin got that puck, he knew he had Robertson or a forward up at center ice. And from that, it's a bump to speed and blistering speed as Rope Hintz comes in to support. Bourque lays it right in his wheelhouse. All he has to do is just get it elevated enough, and he whips it past Vejmelka. Vintage Rope Hintz.
Ahead, here's Wyatt Johnston. Nice move down the boards. Johnston behind the net. In front, score! Ben! Johnston curled behind, found the captain, and Dallas has doubled their lead.
Well, he pounds this one home, but watch the two defensemen for Utah in this. It's the you get them. After Valimaki gets roasted, then Sergachev comes over. Both of them are wildly out of position, and the Stars are able to just circle in behind the net. There's an open lane for Wyatt Johnston to hit the captain, and he hits the 5-hole. The Stars have a 2-goal lead. All of a sudden, they have dominated most of the second period.
Goes to Jamie Benn. He'll find Dadonov up ahead. He scores! Ben to Johnston to Dadonov. Daylight. And an opening tally from the Stars veteran.
Oh man, this is a baton toss tally. from their own zone. Ben looks up, time and space. The relay man is Wyatt Johnston in neutral ice. They understand Evgeny's in full flight. Slides in behind the defenses as they go nappy, navel gazing. And he sends a BB top shelf past a stunned Gustafsson. For Dadonov, it's his 9th goal of the season already. He finished last year with a dozen.
And that stretch just turned into a longer and longer sample size. In come the Stars. Shot, score! Wyatt Johnston. The Stars double their lead.
Well, this line has been the Stars' best line in the game tonight, and Johnston has a primary assist, and now this dagger. And Ilya Lyubushkin, number 46, makes it happen back in his own zone first, and then he drives to the net, and by driving to the net, occupies a defender. Look at him drive all the way through. Made some people notice, and then Johnston on the forehand. Again, a little bit of time.
Quick re-entrance by the Stars. Stankoven ahead. Dadonov backhand. Save made. Rebound. Score! The follow-up net crash from Jamie Benn. And the Stars have tied the game at 1.
Oh, this is an absolutely moronic line change by the Chicago Blackhawks. They get through the penalty kill and the diving play right at the bench from their captain, and then Dickinson just goes, their far defenseman goes, the Stars turn around in transition and attack en masse. And although Dadonov gets stuffed by that left pad of Soderblom, Jamie Benn comes roaring in and just bludgeons it past that pad. Nobody touches him. Comes in, hacks it. The stick of Dadonov helped out. It might actually end up being Dadonov's goal.
If they get all 5 minutes of it without taking a penalty themselves, they will be up to 11 minutes, and we're still in the second period. They go to work here. Jason Robertson with a shot and scored. Through traffic, Robertson only 12 seconds into the major. Dallas grabs the lead. They stay up a man.
Well, it's Robertson's ability to just hit the net, because the key to the goal is Roope Hintz, who just drifted to the front on Soderblom, and I don't think he ever saw the shot. Once they work it in, Hintz goes to the front. He just had the arms out, bewildered looking, as Robertson dangled between 3 penalty killers, got it to the forehand, and beat that blocker.
Got his gloves up, and then Bischel gives him the ole. Knew that Maroon was trying to hit him, sidestepped him, and Maroon went straight to the boards. Stars in, they score! All of that from the avoidance from Bischel, sprung it up, and Dallas has doubled their lead here in the second.
Evgeny Dadonov, who stays hot in his goal-scoring department, man, he's had a good season in that regard. Drives to the far side after that clown act from Maroon. Down in the corner, the Stars had a little window, some dangling from Duchesne. Man, what a pass. What a pass. And a sweet finish by Evgeny Dadonov.
We'll see what the final 20 produces, as Dallas has the 3-1 lead. It was the major that gave them the lead, then they added to it, and they're right back on the attack, and it scores! Johnston's stick was broken on a slash, and that puck pinballed its way in. 10 seconds into the third period, Dallas has a 4-1 lead.
Well, rewarded for net drive again. You know, the first goal for the Stars, the Benn goal, with him and Dadonov driving to the lap of Soderblom. Again, you know, Seth Jones tries to hold the blue line. The Stars just went hot knife through butter through him, and then it just absolutely ricochets off a crop dusting Wyatt Johnston with no stick, and caroms past the Hawks netminder just like that. Instead of being up
It's Duchesne grabbing it in the attack zone. Pass back for Johnston to the forehand. Got a shot away. Save made. Rebound. Score. Duchesne. What a night for Matt Duchesne. He's got points in each of the last 3 Stars goals. It's 5 unanswered for Dallas. They've got a 5-1 lead.
Well, Duchesne came into the game tonight on a 5-game pointless streak and was hung with an ugly -9 in that stretch. And he has exploded here in Chicago. I mean, a lot of guys for the Hawks at the end of their stick trying to defend, and a little drive, a little extra from the Stars to get interior, and they've been rewarded. That's back-to-back shift.
Off the stick at the Smith, who then paddles it forward. Moved up for Robertson quickly. Has a man. Rope hits. Low shot. He scores! Took a while, but the Stars break through halfway through the game, and they've got the lead.
Man, oh man, what a sequence this has been. You know, the Sabres come down, they wind it in behind to Smith, and there's Nils Lundqvist. Johnny on the spot to clean it up. The captain was there as well. Tons of this flowy into the zone rush opportunity for the Stars in the game tonight. And this time, Hintz rips it low, not up high, and he finds
Tip goes wide. 2.5 minutes into this third period, the majority of it here, and the Stars take over. They score! Jason Robertson! Dallas back in front.
Well, the Sabres could never get themselves reset after getting on their heels the previous shift. And a little bit of forechecking led to the actual goal. The chance for Ben, what a great outlet pass by Duchesne. Jamie leans on it, gets it against the grain. Second pipe in behind Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. And then Quinn can't fight his way away from the pressure. That was Rope Hintz right on him. He burps it up. Robertson deposits it. They're on their back foot. They're spending a lot of time in their own zone.
Harley tip, score, Johnston! What a redirection! And for the 3rd time tonight, Dallas moves back in front.
They've had a few of these terrorizing, tricky tips that Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen has eaten up. There's no answer for that. That's as perfect as you can get. Harley from the boards sends it to the net front on the ice so it's tippable, and then it gets elevated, tucked right underneath the roof of the net in behind Luukkonen. What a beauty. That'll send them bing-bonging into the new year there.
Dumps one in deep, shouldered off by Robertson to Smith, the netminder, around where Robertson hands back. Lindell towards the empty net. Bullseye!
He never misses.
190 feet. A potential dagger from Lindell. It's 4-2.
Well, this was set up by all of that grunt work at the other end of the rink, and they forced that line that they had on the ice. They were always timing the goalie poke with their best offensive players, and they had to play in their own zone for a while. The Stars just stayed on the kibble, and then as casual and nonchalant as any empty net goal scorer in NHL history is the insanely accurate Esa Lindell.
Reload for the captain, now upstairs. Robertson left circle. Wrister, score! Hintz! The redirection in front. And an early power play goal has Dallas
Well, there's no question the Stars have come out with the idea their shots from distance are going to get to the net front with people going there. Nobody is around Rope Hintz. Sanderson and Hamonic are the two defensemen. You can see the gesture by Hamonic. You have the guy in front. Sanderson didn't. He's left alone. It's a deft deflection by Hintz. Perfect setup, takes some eyes, redirects.
Play allowed to go on. Matt Duchene over the left for Benn. Jamie Benn, shot, score! Bar down from the captain. That one got through and hit home, and Jamie Benn's torrid run continues to tie it.
Oh, it's a wonderful euphonious sound that you get when that vulcanized rubber caroms in off a bar. And Matt Duchene's net drive gets right in there. And Jamie Benn shot, looked like it might have even ricocheted a little, but perfectly X-bar down. Whether it caught a stick of a defender for the Senators. We're brand new again.
Stars take over right off the draw. Shot, score, hits! And it's Dallas's turn to go back-to-back and back in front.
Well, this is messy defending by them as Hamonic expected something different and instead comes out in front. What great patience. I mean, preschool teacher patience from Jason Robertson to just hold it, butter it, and then set up Rope Hintz, who bangs it through the crowd and over top of Marilainen. And the celebration is on for Hintz.
To Noah Gregor, the Stars, though, steal. Johnston flipping onto the forehand. Centers, score, Duchene! A fantastic setup by Wyatt Johnston. His second helper, and Duchene doubles the Dallas lead.
Well, again, the Stars able to get in and gum things up a little bit. A terrific skate sideways forecheck by Wyatt Johnston. Both defensemen vacate the front of the net. They need some forward help. Look at the eyes of Johnson, peers around. Duchene just waits in the weeds. Noah Gregor's right there, but oblivious. And this thing is shot like a wet bar of soap, straight through.
Duchene between Benn and Johnston, and they begin things in the second period. Hunted down by Duchene, goes behind the net. Johnston for Benn, she scores! 16 seconds. That's all it takes in the middle frame for the captain to keep the pedal down.
Well, Utah started third top line and best defense pair. The Stars installed the puck in deep, and the two D-men just could not interchange with one another to get away from the heat. So they burp it up in behind their own icing line. The Stars reverse on them, and from Duchene to Johnston to Benn, and we're back on top.
To send back behind the net, dribbled out in front and played right through the crease. Pinball, score! Lundqvist let it go, bounced off Beck, and Dallas is back in front.
Hockey can be a funny game. You think of the chance for Cooley down at one end after the turnover by the Stars in the slot. Follow up, just a reflexive save on Bjugstad. And then it's a dying play next to the net. Kolyachuk grabs it, whips it into the wing. The Stars immediately just rifle it toward the net. Wise play by Lundqvist, and it caroms a couple times.
You could see the stunned reaction from everybody on the ice for the hockey club, and the last guy to...
Johnston will turn back at center. Just realized in the nick of time it would have been offside. Now they're in cleanly. Matt Duchene couldn't stuff. Harley, he scores! Another overtime winner for Thomas Harley. This one completes a perfect homestand.
Well, there was an absolute charcuterie board worth of brilliant scoring chances. The legs of Harley drove through everyone early. Robertson, after Bennett cleaned things up, tried to lay one softly between the legs of Vejmelka. Down at the other end, give and go, Lawson Krause, bang, glove save, a spiffy one. And Ottinger sends Stankoven in. He over stick handles, it fizzles, and then finally that brazen move to the net by Duchene doesn't work, but a completely worn down and enervated trio on the ice for the hockey club doesn't defend. Harley with those Palmolive mitts comes in there and ever so softly cradles the puck, pampers it over top, ends the game. He's the king of OT, and the Stars win it again.
Harley gets his 5th goal of the season, 4th career overtime winner. Prior to his call-up. Now it's Duchene on the left wing side. Fly-by score! Ben was cutting in front. Redirection. Believe off a Ranger and pass quick, and Dallas is on the board.
Yeah, just trying to handle that bust in there, and I think it was Vakanainen who tried to cut the ice, tried to keep the puck away from Jamie Benn, and in doing so, just a redirection past his own netminder. Quick's like, I got to worry about them. Shouldn't have to worry about the home guys as well. He's deep in there.
Quick with the left leg, kicked it out. Bork in front, tip, save, rebound, score! Evgeny Dadonov! Power play goal for the Stars, and they're within one.
Boy, the Rangers came awfully close to picking that pass off near the blue line. Stars kept it in, went to work. Dadonov, the net front guy, nobody even marked him in front. He was able to fade to the backside, didn't score in the initial one, stays with it. It's like a fadeaway wrister into a yawning net.
Robertson has it in the corner. Centering pass, fought off quick on the snapshot, Hintz. Then a backhand score! Robertson! Shoveled one from inside the dot. Dallas has 3 straight, and they have tied this game.
Well, they came awfully close to tying it on the rush. Nice little outlet pass by Stankoven. Bork had Steele with him. He's on his off wing. He had Jonathan Quick beat clean, short side, cutting. The goal, Robertson just follows it up, gets around the pile aside the net. Big Edstrom was there. He knocked down Dadonov. There was a little window, and Robertson on the backhand understood, I got to get it up. Finds that window. We have a brand new hockey game. Boy, they've been a mittful tonight.
Stars create a turnover. 2:42 and counting left. Worked out Harley. He scores! Steele found Harley, and Dallas has tied it up again.
Well, that top line that's done a lot of the damage for them out there late in a shift, and a bad giveaway or turnover by Keandre Miller, and just grunt work by Sam Steele down in the corner. You know, forechecking Fraser, one-man forecheck. Holds off Big Miller, and then understands there's going to be a pocket. Feeds it out there. It felt like this was an eventuality for Thomas Harley tonight. He's had a ton of scoring chances. They get it back to level again.
He's got Harley. Goes to the right, Robertson. Harley, top of the zone. Robertson in front, tip, score! Jamie Benn, the captain, completes the comeback. And the Stars have beaten the Rangers 5-4.
Man, Jamie Benn's had the most rotten time in his career scoring against the New York Rangers. Couldn't get a bigger one here. He gets away with a little nudge in front of the net. Stars working around. Jamie shoves on Fox in front. Man, Fox had a tough time containing guys in front of the net. Both power play goals in the game scored with him in front. Ben just cleans things out, makes his stick available, slides it between the legs of a flailing Jonathan Quick, and win number 400 eludes him tonight. The Stars get their first victory when surrendering 4 goals in a game. A game they probably feel like they should have won.
Dumba carries forward. Space for Dumba. Cross the line. Flip came back to him. Stays with it in front. Score! He set up Sam Steele and the fly in from Maverick Bourque. And Dallas gets the early tally.
I love this entire sequence so much. You know, it illustrates the 200-foot game of the Dallas Stars. And as the Flyers come in, Michkov got drilled by Dumba on the boards. That's Maverick Bourque, the center, right in front of the net. Cleans things up. He's there defensively. Matt Dumba stays on it, chunks a piece toward the front of the net. Stars had both Steele and the newly minted 23-year-old Maverick Bourque, and they knife it home.
Nice pass ahead, Robertson. Hintz leaves it. Dadonov with it. In front, tip, score! Rope Hintz got his own rebound. And the Stars' leading goal scorer cashes in his 19th of the year to double the lead.
What he does, and the Stars able to expose some of that very casual defending from the Flyers. They don't put haven't put a lot of pressure on the puck, and it's allowed the Stars to take the blue line, take the top of the circle, and they're traipsing to the front of the net and getting rewarded. This one went off the pad, straight to him. Nobody got Rope Hintz. He gave it up, cruises to the front of the net. Bang, 2-0.
Cut off by Michkov and read well by Lundqvist. Intercepted, sprung numbers the other way. Ben is in with help. Fed to Johnston, shoots, he scores! A gorgeous shot from Wyatt Johnston. And Dallas leads by 3.
Well, all 3 goals the Stars have scored in the game have started from their own zone, and a turnover by the Flyers turns into a rush opportunity. Wide open lane for Jamie Benn to change the point of attack. It makes the goaltender have to move. It makes the defenseman have to lay out. And this thing was shot with conviction. Zing! Over top of the block, past a waving.
Rope Hintz is there. Esa Lindell also, now Heiskanen from his own hash marks, floats it and scores! Miro Heiskanen from his defensive slot hits the bullseye and restores the 3-goal Dallas lead.
This is such a good play by Esa Lindell just prior to that, and then great marksmanship. Watch Lindell with the subtle little interference here. He just steps right into Brink, buys a little time for Rope Hintz, gets into the pile, help from Robertson as well, and then the high sauce, the truffle sauce from his own zone into the gaping net. This is so smart. Just step sideways, subtle interference. They'll be mad. Not going to get called. All the time in the world and perfect marksmanship.
Bodies tumble down, and Dallas could have numbers. Ben has Heiskanen racing. Ben left side, shoots, he scores! A beauty on the wrister from the captain, Jamie Benn, and he's tied the game at 1.
Well, right after getting the chance thwarted there, or earlier, he snaps one there. It's a turnover, an ill-advised pinch down the boards by the Montreal Canadiens, and it turns into a real humdrum rush chance. You know, Miro Heiskanen recognizes the defenseman drives the middle. There's an option there to move the puck, and Ben just waits. Nice poise, patience, and a dart short side on Montembeault.